Hello all, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today what I'm going to be showing you is the Perfect Pass GT chassis. But I know this is not it, so just be patient with me for a few minutes. Let me show you this first. This is my Armor Limitless V2. They call it the roller rattle can chassis because, well, the body panels weren't painted. And of course, as a roller, you have to add all your electronics, like motor, speed controller, servo. So of course, when you add your own speed control, you have to do your own wiring. So that was no biggie. I went with the IC5s, just so I can maintain using the normal Spectrum batteries, which is fine. So that's cool. This is currently the V1 setup. The V1 setup had this motor in it, which is pretty good. It was fast. It was not getting me to 100 miles an hour, which is relatively slow in a speed game. So it's pretty much a stock roller. And as you can see, the reason why this is done because I was reconnecting these 6mm bullets on there, and I melted my self-healing hobby board to this, so I gotta scrape this off or something. I'll figure out something clever because I want to keep that. I don't have to buy new connectors. So that's the V1 version. The V2 version, I was utilizing these 17 series 2400 kV motors from Castle Creations. I was not running it with the sensor. That ESC is not censored. So that's also the Hobbywing Max 5, not high voltage, which is okay, which is good. It's good, but not censored. So that was fast. This was ridiculously fast. I did not run it in the dual motor setup. I ran it as one because I couldn't quite figure out where the heck to mount a second ESC. I got two battery trays here. Yes, you get a little bit of extension, but that's as far as the box goes for your battery. So keep that in mind if you get one of these. Measure it out for you real quick. The box is about 6 inches in length. About 6 inches in length, and you get about a good 2 1/8 inches in width. So keep that in mind if you're buying batteries for it. Not all the batteries are going to fit unless you hack up the battery tray, and not a lot of people are willing to do that. I was not willing to do that. So on with the show. So this is V1. We did the single can, which is a pretty big motor compared to this one. That made it the V2. The V3 was going to be the dual motor setup, but like I said earlier, I couldn't find another place to mount this, and I didn't do a lot of researching because I didn't want to drill out holes in the metal plate. You drill out holes in the metal plate, you add some extensions with the carbon fiber so you can put the batteries more outboard, and it'll bring you more flush with the outside of the wheels. I didn't want to deal with that because if you screw up, that's it, and I'm not having that. So it was just stuck at V2. Maybe I might do a V3 later on, but what you came here for, not this. This is cool, but not this. You came here for the Perfect Pass. This is the Perfect Pass 1/7 scale GT chassis in the high gloss finish. This is the V2 version. We can tell it's the V2 version. This hump right here down the channel is not on the back end. This back end here, that's the front. They rounded that off and cut it short so you can have more room to add more electronics. There's a couple people out there doing a quad motor setup on this, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So that might be. So my first version of this one will be the Limitless's V3, which will be this one's V1. So I'm gonna probably add the twin can on this at first, or which is gonna be very fast alone. Oh, the motor mount is the Practical Prototype Solutions Twin Grub. This is machined out of aluminum. It's billet. It's very nice. It's adjustable on both sides. You put your spool down the middle. It's great. This is a very, very well made piece of metal here. So we're either going to do that, or I'm just going to sit tight and wait. I got this massive 800 kV motor from Hobby Wing here. How's it gonna sit? It's probably gonna sit something like this here in the very back. Oh, and of course, you know, since it was a combo, it's the Easy Run Max 5 HV. So I'm probably gonna run it something like that. Got the 2 batteries right there. Oh yeah, obviously, the SQS. Yeah, what the hell is this? QS8 anti-spark connector for the battery. So it'll be ran in series, as you can see here. And we're gonna have 2 batteries here, another ESC, 2 batteries here, steering servo with the receiver box probably here. Yeah, as you can see, this is the V2 high gloss finish. I wanted the high gloss instead of the matte, which is just preference, it doesn't matter. So motors are probably gonna sit like that. EUC is probably gonna sit about like right here. Yeah, I don't know. I just got this bad boy in, so bear with me on this. Oh, also, you know, you need to have some good transmission parts when you get this kit. So I went ahead and got the Perfect Pass Ultimate Drive Shaft Kit, which is in carbon fiber. You got carbon fiber front and rear drive shafts, all the different shims, washers, the drive shaft loops, pins, bearings, and it tells you everything that's in the bag. It's very detailed. Obviously they care about their product. They don't fool around. So if you have the need for speed, this is your answer right here. 7 scale Perfect Pass GT chassis V2. And if you want to go fast, you get a single big can. You want to go stupid fast, you get the double action. You want to just be insane and just, you know, you really got to question yourself when you want to go really that fast, because with a setup like that, dual motor, 2 ESC, and you have the right matching pinning gears. I'm not going to give you my recipe. You got to figure out on your own. You were looking at a 200-mile-an-hour car. 200-mile-an-hour car. And it's usually recommended that you get your program box. I got that one obviously for $28.99. Yours might differ in price wherever you decide to get yours from, but that's just what it is. So stay tuned, as this build will be coming to be. I'm not in a rush. This isn't something that you rush. You rush into something like this, you will either set something on fire, melt something, destroy something, or destroy your entire car in a crash. You have something like this, be prepared that you have a large enough area to drive this thing. Like I said, this is 7 scale. It's going to be very fast. No, we don't need you here, girly. Thank you. I'm glad you approve. You got to be very careful. This thing could seriously hurt somebody or kill them if you're recklessly driving this. Just remember, it's a speed run car, so you don't just do up and down, up and down, up and down with these things, because these will get hot. You know, they get very hot. This setup with a single can, this thing was glowing hot. I think I got this motor up to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. 250. This thing was very, very hot. So just keep that in mind when you're building these things. Okay, they're gonna get hot. You gotta stop. You gotta cool them off. It's gonna be a very heavy car. It's gonna be probably in excess of 30 pounds. And it's carbon fiber. You will tear some, you'll tear some shit up. So please stay tuned with the build. Be patient. I have to be patient. You gotta wait for parts. This hobby right here, speed run stuff, is pricey. It's not going to be a cheap thing. It's not cheap at all. So stick with me, stay tuned, and thanks for stopping by. Please think to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next one. Peace.